right. Hey, everybody. Good evening, good morning, however it is for you. It is Friday. Friday. Well, it's my Friday, but it is actually it is actually Tuesday night. I'm fresh, I'm clean, I'm relaxed, and I am ready to do some stuff. Let me see here. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me go get that book. All right. So let's start with this one. And in case you are new to the channel, my name is Pamela, and this channel is Pamela Making Memories. I hope you stumbled across it. And if you like this video, just one out of 10, please hit that like button. Try to watch it in its entirety. This is a chatty channel. This is a long-winded channel. This is a channel where it's me just being myself. And if you like long videos, I try to put up a long video, like 50 minutes maybe, or 45 at the most, really. Every once in a while, I try to do that because I know that there are some people that have told me that they like the longer videos. Most people prefer 30 minutes or less. I can't get it all done in 30 minutes, but I can shoot for 35, 40. You know, it all depends, especially when you're doing plan with me's and, you know, paper crafting. You know, sometimes it's hard to stay within that 45-minute time range, and you want people to watch your videos in their entirety, you know. I mean, that's more important than clicking like or subscribing, you know. How many videos where you keep the interest of the viewer? So, you know. But anyway, let's just dive into this. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much if you're new. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you. I do a variety of things. My passion is my devotionals, and usually I'll do a spur of the moment, off the cuff devotional if I feel led to. But most times, the very first week of every month, I do a devotional for every day in a different devotional book. Once a month, the first of every month, I do what's in my bag, handbag review. That was something that used to be really great, but I found that I can't keep buying new stuff so that I can entertain everyone. So I'm like, I'm gonna lose viewers, maybe even subscribers. So my what's in my handbag and bag review can be redundant, but I've got people who want it and they're happy with it, so I'll keep doing it. I would say my second passion, or my biggest passion, is the journaling, the paper crafting. That's the thing that the videos I make the most out of. In the winter time, when the temperature is cooler, I take you guys to the store with me, like the thrift store, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, all the things, you know. But with this weather being like it is, I hibernate. So every now and then I might do an ASMR. But the core of my channel is this stuff and Jesus and the devotionals. But this is the stuff I do the most of. So if that's any interest to you, please check out my created playlist where you can pick whatever your vibe is, and you can see all of my past videos. I've uploaded over 800 videos. Not all of them are available for you to see, but the ones that say sub, those are the ones for subscribers and viewers. Just so you can get to know me a little bit better through my videos. So with that being said, tonight's drink is hibiscus tea with lemon lime juice. Lemon lime juice is a concoction that I made. I've been doing this for years. the lemon and the lime is just perfect. And so this is in my hibiscus tea, which I need a sip of. And for those who don't know, the reason I drink so much is not just for health reasons, but I'm thirsty a lot. And I had damage to my vocal cords that cannot be changed. I will never hear my old voice again. This is the voice that I am stuck with until the day that I die. And so I have really bad coughing spells where I have to suck on this particular cough drop that instantly takes away the cough. Usually it's at night. I get just like a sore, sharp pain in my throat. It's just what I have to deal with. So for those who don't know, I'm always drinking something, especially lemon lime water with tons and tons of ice. So that's a little bit about me. Check out my old videos, especially if you're into devotionals. You can get some of my testimonies, things I've been through in life, things I still go through in life. You know, maybe you'll find something that you can relate to. But without any further ado, let's get into this. So you guys saw me doing this in a video not too long ago. I wanted to film it. Honestly, I did, but it would have been too much. So as you can see, we're just going to flip through. We're just going to flip through. I know you guys remember me doing this. Let's see. I can't completely remember every single thing that I filmed or didn't film. So we're just going to flip through this. You know what? I would love, now that I'm thinking about it, I would absolutely love if I had, let me sit down, because I know you guys can see me, because I cannot stand up too long on this leg. All right, I would love it if I could get a B5 with this texture of paper. And those of you who know me know I don't like this texture of paper. It's too thick. But all of my B5, I come to realize that that paper's too thin. And I'll show you in a minute. I love my lips being soft and flavorful. I'm sorry, that's why I use a lot of lip balm. I just love the smell. So look, let's check this out. In this B5, okay, we'll look at this together in a little bit, but with this B5, the paper is thin. I forgot what the weight of it is, and it doesn't even matter to me. This is just too thin. If I wanted to do a Dutch door, even with 2 pages, maybe 3 pages would be, I'd have to glue together. But at the same time, this is the best paper for just simply writing. I just hate that it's lined. I wish that it was blank or dot grid. And I wish, I don't know, if it was just dot grid, it would be better. That's all I'm saying, dot grid. But when I want Dutch doors, this is, my A5s is where I go. But it's not as easy to write on. Can't remember how much of this I shared with you guys, because like when I filmed, it was a few days ago. But we're just gonna flip through, and this is for those of you who like flip throughs. I like to do the things that I like to see in other people's videos. I really had fun doing this because this girl right here, she looks like she's sad. She looks like she's deep in thought. Not necessarily sad, but definitely deep in thought. So I thought that was a good thing, a good combination. And then we have this, that's today's focus. So I'm loving this. So how are you all doing? I hope you guys are doing good. I really do. With all that's going on in Texas, New Mexico, and this place and that place, I hope that you all hear my voice and you're in a good place. I am concerned about the level of violence that is going on with law enforcement and border protection. I'm concerned about everything. But you know what? That's why I lean on Jesus, because I'm telling you, it's like you got to pray. You got to pray to stay. You got to pray if you're going to stay, right? Because I'm telling you, you can't just be worried, you know, because it will drive you crazy. I had talked about in a previous video that for my birthday, y'all, I want my 7-Up pound cake. It's been a long time since I had one, and I don't want to wait till heaven to indulge. But my mindset has changed, and I don't want to. Okay, my birthday is September 3rd, okay? And I wanted to bake my birthday cake. It's the one day a year where I can eat whatever I want for one session. Once I'm done, once I'm full, that's it. No more birthday food, right? And I was thinking about some barbecue baby back ribs from Chili's. That's going to be a lot of sugar in the sauce. So I'm going to have to get dry rub, right? But I'm going to want, with my ribs, some French fries. I want some French fries. So there we go. You're talking about your carbs. My birthday meal is going to be overwhelming. All right. Now, I'm not worried too much about the dry rub, baby back ribs, but I want those friggin' French fries, and I am going to go over, and I want more than just 5 or 4. But here's the kicker. I'm baking my birthday cake. I've got all the ingredients I need for a 7-Up pound cake. But I told y'all in a previous video that I'm going to go full on sugar. I don't want any artificial anything. I want me a 7-Up pound cake with the way it's supposed to be. But when I thought about what I would be doing to my body, the system overload, because I'm going to eat like 4 or 5 slices. I'm going to eat as much cake as I can eat in one setting. So I decided it's either going to be a meal or either it's going to be cake. And if it's going to be a meal, that means baby back ribs, French fries, coleslaw. Which one do I want the most? I want the cake. Okay, because I can have baby back ribs, dry rub, anytime I want. It's the French fries that go with it. You know what I mean? It's the sugar coleslaw. It's the barbecue sauce, that Tennessee whiskey, whatever, all that. So let's just have the dry rub and a salad, and then do the cake. But here's the thing, like I said, I'm talking about 5 slices of cake, normal size slices of cake, and I am going to make a small one, right? So I decided I have to use the gold medal all-purpose flour. I don't care if it's organic or not. It's got to be all-purpose flour, not cake flour, because those of you who know what a 7-Up pound cake tastes like, you know that the texture of the cake is a big thing. And so I've got to use Crisco. I want to use the Crisco grease. I bought everything. But instead of sugar, instead of 7-Up soda, I got 7-Up Zero, and I got ethanol. You know, the ethanol. I know I'm not pronouncing it right. Monk fruit. And I'm going to have 3 cups of that stuff in the cake, not including the sugar that goes on the glaze of the cake. So the only thing that I'm going to be overloading my system with is going to be the carbs from the all-purpose flour. The erythritol monk fruit combination is the least of the evils. Everything else is eggs and butter and baking powder. And then, of course, your extracts. I got coconut extract. I got almond extract. I don't really want lemon extract. And I mix the coconut and the almond extract together. And then I have the vanilla extract. I know I have vanilla. And I know I have almond. I think I still have coconut and lemon. I don't want the lemon though. And that's what it's going to be, because that's the lesser of the evils, y'all. So if that one day I am going to have so many net carbs from that freaking flour. And so that, you know, it's not going to make me gain weight. It's just going to knock me out of ketosis. And so I'm prepared for that. So I'm liking all of this. Loving all of this. I know it's going to be hot on my birthday. It is every year. So, and the beaches are crowded, you know, and I don't know what I'm going to do for my birthday. I really don't. There have been so many years where I just didn't do nothing. But I do want to do something this year. A couple years ago, I was at the beach. Then there was a couple years that I shared videos with you guys where I got up early in the morning and I just went down to the waterfront place that I go to. And I spent my birthday there. And then I just decided off the cuff, you know what? I'm going to the beach. And I went. So I don't know. I love this. This little woodland thing here. This, I got all this from Hobby Lobby. You guys remember? Yeah, so I was really liking this right here. Thought this was really cute. Now, I do intend on inking some of these pages. You know, I really do. I'm not going to leave this all plain. Because as you guys know, look at the bees. I love those bees. They're just so perfect. And so maybe I'm thinking one day when I do ink these pages, I will do one with you guys. So love that. And I put this in, but it won't stay. So let's just not worry about that. I just love Snoopy. I love Snoopy so much. All right. So there's that. So yeah, you've got a lot of stuff here. And all of this is a combination of wrong. Of course, you know that's wrong. And this was from, what do you call it? Let me see, am I in can you, okay, yeah. This is from, what's the name of them people? Hobby Lobby's Agenda 52. This is Happy Planner, that's Happy Planner. So, I love how I did this. I'm liking that. She had a glass of wine, and you can see it, and where it got ripped off. There we go. I wanted it to kind of be like maybe she's just holding a star in her hand. So let me, I can't get rid of that wine glass. All right, so there we go. Done. All right. Okay. So she's holding stars. All right, so this looks good. I like this. And then we have another Snoopy thing, but oh wow, it stayed. Wow, okay. But we're gonna reinforce it. You know what? Let's not do it that way. How about, well, Let's see if I can pull it off without ripping it. Nope. All right, that's fine. Well, what we will do is we will just cut that straight across. And I'm feeling like, let's forget this brown washi and let us do this. We're going to tip this in. Let's tip it in right there. And now what I can do, it's tipped in there. It is crooked though. It is crooked. Let's just straighten it up just a little bit. Okay, so that is better. All right, so let's go back to where this first one was. I can't remember where it was. I think it was here. Okay, so we'll do it here as well. So anyway, I had a good workout today. I took my energy tea and that really helped. And it didn't make me sick because I am not on an egg fast, thank God, for right now. But I will probably crash a little bit later. And watching The Love Boat, you know, y'all who know me know I love the 70s and some of the 80s. 70s had the best horror mystery. 80s had some of the best TV shows, but I just like the Love Boat because I'm an ocean person and I just always wanted to be on that Pacific Princess. And I always, you guys that know me, I always wanted, that's why I wanted to be a bartender. I wanted to tend on a cruise, not in a bar, but on a cruise ship. Like, how awesome was that? And Isaac made it so easy. But I was a kid, you know, and I was just like, that's what I want to be when I grow up, you know. I want to bartend on a cruise ship. And I still would love to experience that. And to work alongside Isaac, that would have been really fun. Because he would have been fun. But it was just so far from reality. Then you get older, right? And you realize, oh, wow. There was not much truth to that TV show. And then you see the making of it. And you're like, oh, wow, it was a stage. And not every episode was filmed on location. Oh, man. So, but Aaron Spelling really was good at that. All right. So, I'm loving how that turned out. Loving this vellum. Oh, it's so beautiful. And you guys know this is Planners Anonymous. That vellum. This was Amy Plans things that I put. And we know that all things work together for the good. So I love how this turned out. I really did. I didn't like how I put this there because that just doesn't seem to go with that theme. I mean, I could pull it off, but whatever. I'm just going to leave it. And this was a mistake because it won't stay, but that's all right. We just got some handy dandy tape. And we're just going to put that right there. I think Scotch has the best tape. I love Scotch tape, and I love the matte clear. I don't like that shiny, cheap tape. Okay, so let's see here. I like how that turned out. I'm really digging this. And I don't know if you guys were with me when I shaded that in and inked the edges. Here I did not finish, but I remember that I really, really, really did not want this on here. This is just, it not only does it not match, but it clashes. But I think I would have to use undo to get it up. Yeah. So that means it stays, or either I just use the undo. Let's see here. And I don't know if I showed you guys this, but I did make a pocket for this. And this is done. I know there's no wrong way, but it just seems like this background and her don't go. But it's all good. It is all good. So that's that. So I added in this pink here to kind of go with that pink. All right. So we've got some wrong. All right. So we got this again. Let me see if I can. All right. Let's cut this again. All right. So do we have anybody that's got a birthday coming up? If you do, let me know, because you know I will give you a birthday shout out. I always forget to do that. All right. I could like maybe put a post up or do an actual video shout out. But I always forget when it comes to post. I always forget. I wish they had notifications when someone makes a post in the community. You know, on your community post. You know, I'd have to always remind myself to go and check and see, you know, because they don't, you know, I don't even get notifications about the little short videos. I just only get notifications when somebody uploads a regular video. But I've told you guys about that before, because I remember saying to Cherie, you know, Cherie had all of these posts up of her and Bella and Gizmo, and I didn't even know it was up there. But if she uploads a video, I am on it. So look at that. That is so cute. I love what I did with this. And that's the end. So the only thing left that I'm going to do for this precious A5 is ink it, shade it, and write in it. It's ready to be written in. So that means it's going to go on the left, on the right side of my journal shelf, because that means this book is finished. So I'm liking that. This one is, all I have to do is ink it. And I love the feel of this. I wish you guys could feel it. All right. So moving on with that flip through. Let's see here. Drink time. Okay, I had an extra B5 and I didn't know what to do with it. So I copied off of Lori Dean. I said, let me make a cover. What? All right, so I was like, so I put a W down here and I covered it. And I made this right here. So we have war is over, we have joy. And I think, I can't remember if I inked the edges or not, but so that is this for this tag. I like that. And let me just stand up so I can check and see how much of this you guys can see, because this is a bigger book. All right. So last night I put the joy on here and my camera's dying. So, and we did this. I am not liking this. So this is something that I'm going to work on. I should have just kept going all the way with something. So maybe that is something that I will do, is I will put a background on here. I won't do it on film because I don't want to take up too much of your time. Here we had Psalm 91. Love that. Love Psalm 91. So I need to put something on the back of here. And I need to put something up here. I need to finish this. And I need to, you know, I put some washi up there. I don't know what I'm going to use this page for. I was actually thinking about just tearing it out, you know, because why do I need page and topic? If I can do it without injuring the signature. All right, now what I'm going to do, let's use this. Usually I don't have my washi on my desk like that. I usually have it in my, what do you call it? My project box. But today, these past few days, I've just had it sorted on my desk just to keep from, you know, back and forth, back and forth. All right, so there we go. So we'll do one page together. How about that? Let's see, is there anything else? Okay, I did these. Just laying down some foundations. Love this. This is Planny Thing, you guys. This is Happy Planner. Planny Thing. See how I love the feel and the flexibility of the paper, you know. So let's just do one thing together because we don't have a whole lot of time. And let me just check the time. Where are we at? We're at 32 minutes. All right, so we're gonna try and do this to 40. All right, let's see what we can come up with really quick. I mean, I just hate this lined stuff. It's lined. But I wanted a B5 that I didn't have to pay a fortune for. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to put down some handbags. All right, just to go with the theme. So we're going to put that down. So I got all of them. All right, I wanted to put one more like right down there, but we'll stop. We will stop there. All right, let's see. So we got girls. All right. So I was thinking about, okay, how about we put do that. Where's my things? I can have a nice, there we go, clean cut. And I put that same thing at the bottom. So that's not giving me a lot of room to write, but but it's just, it is what it is. All right, and let's go back and do this. Okay. All right, right there. And then we got a pink one right there. Cool, done. All right, and we'll put this brown right here. All right, so as you can see, those few pages, are just not going to be that fancy, because I just wanted to use, I didn't want that to go to waste, and I have no use for it anywhere else. Really, I don't. And I was just like, all right, let me use some, and then, what do you call it? Recycle some. You know how it is when you get a sticker book or whatever, and you don't really get, you get stuff that you have no use for at all. I mean, no use for. All right, I'm just gonna leave that there. I could add more stuff, but let's just stop right there. And we'll put this at the bottom, right here. And then I will not go any further. Not with you guys, because I don't want this to be a long video. And I know that there are some of you who do. I don't mind a long video sometimes, because I'll just grab a drink, and I'll just, you know how I tell you guys, grab a drink. I'll just grab a drink and I'll just relax and watch that person while I'm laying in bed. You know, or if I'm, you know, doing my own paper crafting or journaling. All right, so these are quite plain for now. Not every page has to be fancy spancy. And then I will do the same thing with this page. And I think that's the last. I don't think I have. I think I donated the rest. I mean, recycled. Yep, I sure. Okay, so we've got one more. We've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's it. Just 3 more pages of that. All right, that works. That's good. All right, but I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I hope you enjoyed my flip through. And I hope you enjoyed me sharing with you what my next project is. And I've got some happy mail coming from Live Love Posh. They have a big 60% off sale. If you haven't checked it out, do so. And again, if you like this video 1 out of 10, click that like button. I hope you made it to the end. And God willing, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.